Awesome. So, Kareem, you've done a lot of work in making video games, and you've also tried to make a business out of games. Can you tell us what the economics are from the standpoint of the people who are creating the games? How do they make money?
Sure. So there's different the different kinds of games, whether it's a console game or a PC game, a Facebook or social game, or a mobile game, all have slightly different models. So maybe I can just quickly go through each one of those. The traditional model has been you go to the store, you buy a $40 or $50 box, you bring it home and put the CD or DVD into your Xbox or your computer and play the game. That has evolved in like World of Warcraft. Definitely was one of the leaders, getting I think 11 million plus users to not only pay the $40 up front, but to pay an extra $12 to $15 a month for a subscription, which when you do the math, it turns into a lot more lucrative business. So their model turns into a retention model of keeping the customers happy in their multiplayer game. Mobile changes things quite a bit. It's actually mobile right now, with the success of the iPhone and Android phones, is taking quite a big chunk out of the handheld space, such as like the Sony PSP or the Nintendo handheld machines, because a lot of gamers are going to are using their phones or their iPod touches or their iPads for gaming. The gaming model is quite a bit different there, and it's evolving really quickly right now. Currently, the model is one of two. It's either kind of the Angry Birds model, where you put a 99-cent game out there, and you hope to sell millions of units of that. Apple will take 30%. So if you charge $1 for a game, you're left with 70 cents on top of that. The other model is really a freemium model, which is going across both or mobile, social, as well as some of the online or PC games are going freemium. The idea is I give away a game for free, and then I can charge some virtual currency of $1 or $2 for extra items, extra characters, extra weapons, unlocks, extra levels, that type of thing. So the idea is it's very hard to get discovered in the mobile marketplaces. So if you put a free game out there, many more people are going to download that game. If it's free, if you put it for $1 or $2, that's going to immediately probably, it depends on the game, but it could probably be 100 times less the number of users would purchase it, versus getting a wide base and then trying to then upsell that base. Some people also have ad revenue in there, where you can have a free game that is ad supported in mobile, and the game developer will get a small, they get about $1 or $2 per thousand ads that are served in there, which is not very much money at all. The ads are annoying, they're slow to load usually, and there's often an option to remove the ads by, say, paying $1 for the experience or the game. On social right now, Facebook is definitely the only game in town. Google Plus is new. There's rumors about it becoming a gaming platform. I'm sure that will happen. But right now, Zynga is the champion there. Zynga and Facebook are very heavily tied together in terms of their success. Farmville, Mafia Wars, Zynga Poker, Words with Friends is now part of Zynga. Many games of some of the bulk of game players are playing Zynga games, and Farmville being currently and for the last few years the reigning champ. Zynga's model is very different than the other models, where the game is free to play, but it's very time limited. For those that have played Farmville, if you haven't, you've got to go and just try Farmville. It is a time metered game. So basically, you can put a certain amount of items down, you can grow your farm, but if I plant a seed, it might take an hour for that seed to mature. The whole game design is to really make people impatient and frustrated, so that they spend real money to buy virtual unlocks. So if I don't want to wait that hour because I'm too frustrated, I could pay $30 30 credits or 50 credits or something, which might be $1, might be $2, and boom, my seed is now fully mature and I can harvest it. There's a whole series of actions that a Zynga game will take you through to get you to follow a purchase cycle very closely. It will frustrate you, it will reward you, it will encourage you to send gifts to your friends, which is really just viral marketing. It will encourage you to ask your friends for gifts, which is an advanced form of viral marketing. So it's really understanding kind of the psychology of gifting, the psychology of what the user gets frustrated by, and then how to monetize that at the right pain points, really. Sounds kind of brutal, but that's how these games make money. And they don't just make money, they print money. They make a tremendous amount of cash per day.
So you discussed 4 models. One was the buy the bits, buy the actual application, and then an add-on to that model, and this is the World of Warcraft model, is buy the application and then also have a subscription to use it on an ongoing basis. Mm-hmm. Then you talked about the freemium model, where you give away the application for free, but for paying a little bit extra, you get more functionality, or you get to get rid of the ads or that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And then you also talked about ad revenue, so you could have ads popping up inside the application, and that will give you money, but that's probably the lowest grade, it sounds like, the hardest way to make money, because you get very little per ad. And then the final one you talked about was the Farmville model of selling virtual goods, mm-hmm. getting people to pay for virtual goods, giving away the application itself, but frustrating them so that to get further along in the application, or to shortcut it, or to unlock things, you'll pay money.
Absolutely.